Hello everybody, hello chat, hello the internet, hello YouTube, if you're watching, who knows who's here. Yeah, this is the Power Max Racing eSeries, round number 2 from Laguna Seca. Let's get the links popped out. I've got a few Discord groups on how to stick these in, just try and get a few more viewers in the stream, and then we'll go through what you are in for tonight. Let me see if there's anything on here. No, I don't think I'm posting that one. We're posting here, live streamers, there we go. Just give me a minute, but guys, I don't know if you're in the stream or what. I can't see your comments if you do comment. In fact, let me do this, and then I can at least load it up. Give me a sec. Right, so I've at least got the stream loaded up. Turn that down. And cliches as well. Oh, I've got a few minutes. Just posting in all the Discords that I can possibly find. Done that one. Don't know what that one is. Don't know what that one is either. I think I've done this one. That'll do, I think, for now. I think that'll do. Right then, so welcome and thanks for joining. If you are Swoggy, evening mate. Yeah, thanks for joining. If you have, I know a couple of you may be here thinking that this is me racing. It's not. Every now and again I just do commentary, so I cover other people's races. Involved in quite a few different groups, clubs, and events. This one is a proper supported eSeries. This one's supported by Power Max Racing. You will notice as we flick through the grid, the liveries, they look similar, but also different as well. Can we give Huracan success ballast? He'll need about a ton, Swoggy. I think it's 2 temps clear of everyone else at the minute. Yeah, so this is a spec series race, so all the guys are driving the same cars, which are the Renault Meganes that you see in front of you. The only different thing about this entire thing between all the cars is the person driving. So tyre selections like that, exactly the same, weight, power, the same, nothing different at all. We had round 1 last week from the Nürburgring GP. It was a very interesting race. Off the back of that, this man is serving a qualifying ban because he's decided to get very drunk, and yeah, he accepted it with grace. I'll give him that, but yeah, he's going to be starting from the back today. Just give him normal Megane. Yeah, I think he'd still win those Swogs. You know what I mean? That guy's ridiculously quick. So this is the guy we're on about, Huracan. He's basically FIA top split, alien territory, proper pro driver. Don't get me wrong, these guys aren't slow. A lot of these guys come from karting. They're not slow by any means, but yeah, when compared to proper gamers, it's quite difficult. If you're watching, come say hello. Qualifying's underway in just a minute, so for anyone who's not checked this sort of stuff out before, these guys have a 10-minute qualifying session. They have 10 minutes to set a lap time. The lap time will dictate their place on the grid, which is important because it's only a 20-minute race. So in that 20 minutes, you've got to secure your position. Well, they are fighting for glory as well. So 2-minute warning for that. We'll be getting underway with some quali. We've got 11 drivers in tonight. I can guarantee who starts at the back, and that is Frederick G, because he didn't qualify. Evening, I'm alright, JPH. How about yourself, mate? Well, I said that, but I actually spoke to you about 5 minutes ago, so I know how you are. but for the purposes of the stream, mate, how are you? I've got to keep up appearances and being a nice guy and all that, haven't I? And how do you get the stream elements thing? I'll link it up. If you go on to stream elements, I'll drop you a message after. You go on, you log into your Twitch on stream elements. I haven't customised it yet. I need to speak to an adult who knows how to use Twitch because I've no idea. I've got a bot as well, but the bot's not working for some reason, so I need to sort that out. But yeah, stream elements, it tells people I'm going live, it congratulates followers, a few other bits and bobs I've programmed it to do. I'm a bit limited though because I stream direct through the PS4, so there's not much you can do. I'm hoping for a decent result. Well, as long as you don't send it on anyone at the corkscrew, mate, I think it might be alright. Not seen you in ages, Topher. I know it's been, what, half an hour? It's been a long time. So, back to get qualifying underway then. So qualifying is purely, well, the qualifying and race is purely a difference in drivers really. They don't have quali engine modes, nothing daft like that. All the cars are exactly the same. They all are restricted to the racing soft tyre. So they can't have any weird and wonderful tyre strategy going on. And as you can see, the guys just have a... the guys... Oh yeah, we're getting underway. Rick to continue. Thanks, Rick. Thanks for tuning in, mate, all the way from Amsterdam. Appreciate it, buddy. I will be seeing you on Sunday, no doubt, when you're racing. So everyone's out the gates for qualifying. JPH gets out first. Let's open that. Okay, so while the outlaps are on and there's not really anything to talk about, we'll just recap the results from last week and give you an update. So Hirakan won last time out. He also got pole and fastest lap as well, so a clean sweep for Hirakan. Club 100 Jano came in P2 last time out, and Burntfly claimed a podium in P3. Ruddo 24 finished in P4 with Wace in P5. Bruce Lee Hard in P6 for him, with JPH in P7. Mark Miller, P8. Mark's missing tonight. He did tell us quite early on in the chat he couldn't make it. P Gib 92 holds the 9th place slot, and Frederick G, after necking about 10 litres of tequila or whatever he was drinking, P10 for Frederick. So he's going to be someone to watch tonight, see if he comes through the order at all. We know he's got some potential in terms of his pace. He is out on track, but he's not going to be allowed to set a lap, so he's probably just out getting for a feel for the circuit conditions. Yeah, that's that. So the battle for pole, I would expect people like Jano, Burnt Fry and Hirakan to be there or thereabouts, but I'll be looking for the likes of JPH and Bobby to spring surprises at the top as well. So we'll see how they go through the 10-minute qualifying session, and the hot laps have started. JPH is going to be the first one to set us a time, I think. And then everyone else will peel in afterwards. You see Frederick G just abandoning his lap in the background. He's out. He is allowed out of the garage, as we've got Hirakan's just come out, and Wace is still sat in the pits. Wace did this last time, he just sat in the pits. So who's the green car that's out on track? That is... no, it's not Bruce Lee Harding. Who is it? It's Hirakan. Hirakan is the one that's out, so he won't be... he's a lap behind on everyone else. So if you're in the chat, come say hello. And let me know how you're doing. Mad Marshall, how are you doing, Mad Marshall? Mad Marshall, are you Mad Marshalling at Donington this weekend? If so, I may be able to come and say hello to you. I will be there. So first of the laps to come then, JPH99 is going to set the first time. This is going to be a 25-1. 24.6 immediately by about 5 tenths quicker. Club 100 Gino and Bobby go quicker again. In Club 100 Gino is back into the 23s there. Ruddo 32.5 for Ruddo, not a representative time for him. Bruce Lee Harding 25.2, so that's a good lap. P6 for Bruce Lee Harding at the minute. Swargy goes pretty free with 24.5. P Gibb knocks him down a spot and takes the pole with a 23.8. 2 drivers in the 23s, and so far that's P Gibb and Gino. Of course, Hirakam will now be on his lap, so it's worthwhile keeping an eye on Hirakam to see what he's up to. He's just about halfway through, he's just entering the corkscrew now. So there's your first times in. We've got Hirakam yet to set a time and Wace. Hirakam did go purple, set to 2 today. Let's have a look. Yeah, Hirakam is 6 tenths quicker than anyone else on the track so far, so do expect him to dip into the low 23s as well. Bobby then, a P3. I did say I expected Bobby to be there or thereabouts. JPH P6 for him at the minute, 1.3 seconds off the pace. Let's see if he manages to do anything spectacular. Let's just go check in with Hirakam at 22, so he went even quicker. He's nearly a second faster than anyone else on track at the minute. JPH is not going to go quicker, I'm afraid, this time around. Burnfire does improve a 24.3 for Burnfire up to P5, just knocks Swargy down a spot. Can Swargy do anything about that as Ruddo improves? A 24.1 for Ruddo now. Burnfire, let's have a look. Swargy does go 23.9, so we've got quite a few drivers in the 23s now. We've got 4 of them knocking the 23s in. Bobby didn't manage to improve last time. That's P5 for Bobby at the minute. And JPH falls down to P9. He is slowest of the people setting times at the minute. He needs to pull his finger out, does JPH. I'm saying that because I know he's listening. So JPH, if you listen to this, mate, let Burnfire go. Follow him around. Get a bit of slipstream, mate. That might help you. Is he doing it? No, I don't know. Burnfire listens as well, so occasionally I'll shout abuse at Burnfire in the chat just to put him off when I know it's an important part of the track. So your pole sitter then, so he comes on to make his second flying lap, is Hirakam with a 22.8. Only a full second behind Hirakam is the next car, so Swargy was right. As Hirakam improves again, takes another half a tenth off his time, 22.83 now. P Gibb is a full second behind him, and P Gibb's time was fast enough. Burnfire into the 23s as well. 23.9 just knocks Bobby down to P6. Gino 23.6, he improves, and so does Ruddo. So suddenly this fight for pole is really hotting up. Gino with a 23.6, as we've seen, he took 4 tenths off his time. Ruddo 23.8 for him. He took 3 tenths off his time, and a small little dash back to P Gibb, who didn't manage to improve that time around. Burnfire's not listening tonight, he broke his phone. I don't want to know what he did, Rob, but I'm also curious, how did he do it? Bless him, bless his car. He has no luck, does he, Burnfire? Well, he's P6 at the minute on a 23.9. The top 6 are within a second of each other, really. It's pretty close at the top to say how many mistakes can be made on this circuit. Burnfire is improving, so a tenth and a half quicker. Burnfire will just stay on board with him, actually, and just see if he does manage to leapfrog Swargy and potentially P Gibb as well. Just gets it a little bit violent on that exit curb. Hirakam again improves 22.6 now for Hirakam. That's ridiculous pace. Dropped it down the block. 23.9 for Burnfire there. He does leapfrog Swargy, but just not enough for P Gibb to be worried about it. Jano 23. Oh my god, all the times are coming in now. Bobby's in the 23s. 23.7 for Bristow. Enough for P3 at the minute. It's very close at the top with Ruddo up there as well. Let's pick a driver to have an onboard with. Bruce Lee Harding. So down to turn 1 then. It's almost a double apex left-hander. You have to brake at the third board out, trail brake your way in. You want to try and clip that first and second apex on the inside. You don't have to worry about taking it too wide. This is probably for the most difficult corner on the circuit for me. You have to avoid the sausage curb on the inside and carry enough speed, but not too much, because then you go on the desert on the outside. hacks. It is, Bobby. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous speed. Coming down under the Mother's Bridge, then you start heading uphill as you head towards the corkscrew. You climb the equivalent of a 3-story house coming up this bit. A lot of mistakes can be made here as you maximise your speed, and you want to try and avoid the sausage curb, but hitting it will gain you a faster lap down into the corkscrew. Then on the brakes nice and early, aim for the gap in the trees and plant your foot down. You are allowed to cut that a little bit as long as both wheels remain on the red and white. Bruce Lee Harding has just clipped it just a little bit too much, so he's going to back off here. Nice little camber on that corner. You can take a little bit more speed through there and then into the final corner. Get on the power as early as possible. You want all the speed down the straight that you can possibly get. So that's a lap of Laguna Seca. As I was saying that, a lot of times were set. So Hirokram didn't improve. He's currently leading the pace on a 22.6. Bobby needs to up his game if he thinks it's hacks. Yep. Hirokram's just ridiculous, mate. He's an absolute alien. Club 100 Jano, who is by no means a slouch, is 8 tenths behind him on a 23.4. Burnt Fry, P3 for Burnt Fry, and 23.5 for Burnt Fry. Great lap. Bobby, P4 for Bobby. He has given up completely. 23.7 for Bobby. He's just sat there revving his car out. Rudo, 24. He's on a 23.8 so far, hoping to improve on that time. He's just a nudge behind Bobby. Trying to maximise track limits down at the corkscrew. He's running slower. P-Gib, P6 for P-Gib, 23.8. He hasn't managed to improve since his first flying lap. Swargy, 23.8 for Swargy, managed to improve last time out. Knocked Bruce Lee Harding back down a step. That's pretty much it. Everyone's on the final laps. Bruce Lee Harding, P8 for Bruce Lee Harding, 24.4. JPH 25.1 for JPH. Can he improve this time around? He needs to. He doesn't manage to improve. Wace is P10 for Wace at the minute. Not a great. He's only got a few laps in as Wace, but he's got one more lap to improve. Bruce Lee Harding does improve, but it's not enough to overcome Swargy, and then Frederick G is going to be right at the back. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is pretty much your qualifying. It's that dodgy haircut. Yep, it is. It's an awful haircut. I should have maybe practiced for this. Maybe, mate. There's a lot of time to be found in this lap as well. It's pretty frustrating. Let's see what's going on track. So Frederick G is the only one that was improving. That's because he's not set a lap at all. Right, I've got a flickering light. Give me a second. Let's go and sort that out. There we go. I've got them dimming bulbs at my house, and Wace does improve. P8 for Wace. Yeah, very tight between the entire qualifying fields. 2.4 seconds, but JPH is a second off Bruce Lee Harding, so the top 9, 1.3 seconds between them all. No one can get near Hirokram. He's 8 times ahead of everyone else, but between J&O, Burnt Fry and Bobby and Rudo and P-Gib and Swargy, there's a couple of attempts in it. Nothing at all, absolutely nothing. Don't bottle it, Phil. Evening, Chris. Damo. Swargy's getting some support from Rick to continue in the chat. Cliche, how are you doing, dude? I'm good, mate. I'm good. Congrats on your first subscriber, mate. I saw that on your Instagram. Can I pay someone to take first out, please? I think by the time turn 1 comes around, Swargy, mate, he'll be gone. He will be just vanished into the abyss. So 20 minutes lie ahead of us then from Laguna Seca. We'll see how the guys navigate this tight and twisty real world American circuit. Got your second. Oh sweet, mate, you're on a roll. So lights up and away we go. Ruddo appeared to get a slow start. Swoggy was dipping around the outside, so Ruddo might get swallowed up now as we go downhill towards turn number 1. Hiracom feels he needs to go defensive. Jano's going around the outside there. That's not going to work. We've got a little bit of an issue as P. Gibbs turned around. We're going to go back and have a look at that in just a moment. Bobby's up to P3. Burntfry's lost to place P4. Swoggy tried to go around the outside of Burntfry. Didn't work, but managed to keep it. Swoggy's now in P6. Chasing after Ruddo. Swoggy carried a bit too much speed, hit a big sausage and it threw him all over the place. Let's go back and have a look at P. Gibbs' incident and just see if we can see what happened there. Nice, coming off the start, P. Gibbs was in P5 following Bobby. Did he get a nudge? He backed off the throttle. He went down the inside of Bobby and then got a hit from someone else. And it was just a little bit of a cluster, that one. So P. Gibbs got a lot of work to do, but 20 minutes to do it in. Meanwhile, at the front end, Hiracom is running away with the race. Jano's looking to stop him. Got a little bit of a penalty, Jano, nothing too severe. Nothing like Fredericks was last time round. Bobby running in P3 at the minute, but becoming under pressure from Burntfry. If Ruddo and Burntfry can work together, they can probably reel Bobby in up ahead. Swoggy's P6, JPH up to P7. A great start for JPH. Then he's leapfrogged a couple of people. Bruce Lee Harding down to P8 for him. Waste P9 for Waste. Didn't really give himself a chance in qualifying. Fredericks up 1 position. Here comes 1.1 seconds ahead of everyone else. Jano's beginning to pull a bit of a gap to Bobby. That's about a second now, but Burntfry's beginning to pile the pressure on Bobby up as he just runs wide there on the exit of turn 3. You can just see Burntfry firmly in the slipstreams, quite late on the brakes. Burntfry is very used to these cars. He'll have that advantage over Bobby. And Burntfry, of course, the reigning Race of Winners champion, so we know he can race. He just can't have a poo and read his phone at the same time because he tends to drop it. Deepest Angel, go Hiracom. No one else has got any choice but to let Hiracom go. The guy's an alien. Something's happened to Jano. What's happened to Jano? I want to say he dropped it somewhere. Let's have a quick look. Did he smack a sausage? He did, and it sent him off. So that's RP2. Good on Jano for staying out of the way. Swoggy did the same thing in the background. Unfortunately, I think Swoggy didn't lose any spaces over it, but Jano's down to P5 now. There's been more collisions as Burntfry and Ruddo are battling. I've replay marked that. We can go back and have a look at what happened. There is a little bit of lobby lag creeping in. Jano, does he go for the move? No, he doesn't. Bobby's fiercely defending P2, but you can see there's a swarm of cars now coming over him as Hiracom clears off in the lead. Hiracom's 5 seconds ahead. You can't even see him now. There he is, just peeking off the distance. Let's see what happened with Burntfry at the last corner. So Burntfry was following Bobby. Oh, he just hit the sausage curb, did Burntfry. It was very self-inflicted, and that really closed the field up. So Burntfry giving chase to Bobby for that P2 spot. Jano's trying to get past Ruddo. Jano's trying to recover the race that he has lost so far. First place doing some well. He's been helped out by some issues behind. Just right on board with Jano a second as he tries to get past Ruddo. Yeah, but Hiracom, mate. Hiracom's just an alien anyway. He's someone else, that lad. A little bit of contact between Jano and Ruddo there. Nothing malicious at all. As we see Burntfry and Bobby fight out in the distance up ahead. But I've got to say, very clean, close, respectful racing so far. That's what we like to see. See if anything else is kicking off. The top, sort of, well, between 2nd and 8th is very close. Where's P. Gibb? P. Gibb is still at the back. He's reeling Frodo in slightly, but it's still a 6.5 second gap. Hiracom's just pissed off. He's 6 seconds ahead now. But as we see Swoggy there, just kicking up until it does. Burntfry's very close this time round. Can Burntfry make a move on Bobby? Bobby's very good at defending or blocking. I should say. But Burnfry, after Jano, has now got past Ruddo. So Burnfry want to make this move quick. If not, he's at risk from coming under attack from Jano. He's going to go for a move at the corkscrew. No, he backs out of that one. But Jano will be looking at these two fighting and thinking he can get a second back again. Jano was P2 on the road after qualifying. Just made that mistake there at what was it, turn 5. And the top pack still very close together. Waste now starting to come up to the back end of JPH now. Yes, as we see everyone up ahead just try and break the slipstream. Bobby there weaving around the circuit. That's just try and break the slipstream that is given to Burnfry. There is an 8 gap now. Burnfry's made a mistake somewhere along the line. So Burnfry is now at risk of coming under pressure from Jano. Jano has done a great job of dropping Ruddo 24 that lap, and you can just see how much Jano is closing up under braking. He's running a slightly tighter line than Burnfry. Those who get this great helicopter shot. And is Burnfry going to be at risk coming into turn 4? Does Burnfry let Jano past? Is it race tactics? He's certainly not letting him past there. Jano's going to have to work for this one if he wants to get past Burnfry. As we just ride on board with the Club 100 driver. This is where he made the mistake last time. No such mistakes. It's very clean from Jano there. He's got a bit of overspeed on Burnfry as we come up towards the corkscrew. Burnfry shuts that door. Jano's going to have to go the long way around as he go for the cutback. No such move open for Jano. Some great defending there from Burnfry. And we just take a little bit of a sip of water on board. That's better. Because Burnfry is now having to focus on what Jano's doing, he's starting to lose Bobby a little bit. There is a second gap between these guys now. I can't imagine Jano's going to want to work with Burnfry here. Jano's just going to want to get past. Let's have a look. Lap times. Will it give me that? No, it won't. 1 second. Sorry, I'm blocking the screen. A little bit of contact there between Jano and Burnfry. Jano doesn't take advantage of it. Ruddo's going to try and take advantage of it though and go around the inside. Let's have a quick look at what happened there. It's coming down to T1 then. I feel it's just Burnfry might have got on the brakes a little bit earlier. He did. I'll be honest with Jano, there's nowhere he could go with that, and he doesn't. He backs off the throttle. He doesn't take advantage of it, but that brings Ruddo into the picture. So sportsman-like behaviour being shown as you would expect in these leagues. A little bit of lobby glitching kicking back in again. We're seeing cars going sideways and all sorts. I think Burnfry didn't only drop his phone in the toilet, dropped his internet in there as well, because he's the main culprit at the minute. So at the minute, no moves being made in the top. JPH has actually lost a position to Waste then, so JPH is now down to P9, being chased down by Frederick G. Bruce Lee Harding still P7 for him. He's right at the back of this pack. He will be, of course, poised to take advantage of any bumpiness that goes on up ahead. Swoggy's done no practice, holding P6 at the minute. He's just following everyone around, getting used to the track. Let's give Heracram a little bit of coverage. He's nearly 10 seconds ahead, and we're not even 10 minutes into the race yet. So Heracram running a 22.8 in race pace, ridiculous speed. Burnfry in second, sorry, not Burnfry, Bobby in second is in the 24s. So Heracram lapping nearly 2 seconds a lap quicker than everyone else at the minute. So that's the alien confirmed GIF. The issue with this race so far is there's no field spread really going off. What we tend to find in these Meganes is it does calm down in the middle, but you get a little bit of field spread. You get a couple of seconds between the cars. There's Grand Theft Auto installs. Yeah, and you're not getting that at the minute. What's happened to Jano? Where's Jano gone? What's happened to Jano? Does he hit this sausage again? Does he? He does, you know. He does. Jano smacked the sausage. So if that's not an advert for staying away from sausage, I don't know what is. But Jano was putting pressure right on the back of Burnfry. who's now been released to chase Bobby down, is all the way down. He's all the way down in P9 now, is Jano. So that's 2 mistakes at the same corner. He was running a risk by riding the sausage curb on the apex of that corner, and he could have smacked him at any time, and it has done twice. So it's Burntfire and Bobby in the fight for P2 now. Swargy 3 seconds behind. He's now defending an absolute horde of cars. Swargy's been the opportunist as always, and he's got himself from P6 to P4. Rudder was disrupted in that chaos, I think. Not sure if it was that or an overtake that Swargy made, but either way, Swargy's got himself up to P4. But as you can see, he's got an absolute horde of cars chasing him down for that P4 spot. He hasn't got any slipstream from up ahead to defend with. Always we see Wace absolutely send it in the background. What happened to Wace? Did he get wasted? Did it? He's victim of the sausage again, isn't he? Yeah, look at it. Everyone, look at that. So Tang Tools are going to need to do some repairs on that car, down in P10 now. At least P Gibbs have got someone to race with. Heracram still, yeah, just ridiculously quick. Bobby then has dropped Burntfire a little bit. Burntfire is now 1.2 seconds behind. This is probably the part of the race where things are starting to spread a little bit, as this is where we're seeing it happen. So just give a little bit of coverage to Heracram, who is absolutely dominant. He's of course a favourite for the title. He's currently leading the championship. He of course stands to pick up maximum points from this race meeting as well. If things were to finish now, he would grab pole, he would grab fastest lap, and he would grab the race win as well. But we've still got 7 minutes remaining, 8 minutes remaining, sorry. Oh, it's just cut to Bobby there. He's got all sorts of sideways. Burntfire going to be able to do anything about this? I think Bobby's just going to cover the apex like an absolute demon, and Burntfire's just going to be stuck in position for the time being. Yeah, there's the lag that Burntfire's experiencing, so I think he has to dig his route out the toilet as well. Wace has left the race. I'm not sure what happened there. Oh, what's happening? So this is where the action is for me, the fight for P2. There is a little bit of, oh, there's someone round at the back as well. I'm going to go and have a look at who that was. Who was it? Who went round? As we see Jano get past JPH for P7. I want to say it was one of these two that maybe turned round at the back. Let's go back and have a quick look. So it was the last corner. We're not quite there yet. Let's just see if it was one of these guys. No, it wasn't. Oh, it was Frederick. It was Frederick. It was Frederick G. Right, so evolving stories of the race then. How far up the grid can Jano go? Well, he's done that again. He's hit it again. He's done the exact same mistake. Or is it that sausage curb? And don't get me wrong, when it works, it'll save you a few attempts. But he's just done it. He's right at the back now. He's just done it a few times. We're gonna have to try and get past P Gibb. As we see, oh, I thought he was going for it then, Burntfire, but he's a bit too far back. Can Burntfire get past Bobby? Swargy P4 pulling away from everyone else now, just at his fastest lap of the race. He's now up into the 23s is Swargy. Rudder behind him, also in the 23s, but 1.6 seconds back. He's got a healthy lead over Bruce Lee Harding. Bruce Lee Harding's got a good gap over JPH. JPH just ahead of Frederick G. Frederick, don't forget, wasn't allowed to qualify for this, started at the back, so he's fought his way through up to P8. P Gibb trying to hold back Jano. You don't have to worry, P Gibb, just wait for a couple more corners and Jano will probably send himself off. Heracram at the top, 15 seconds ahead of everyone else now. Just ridiculous pace. He's just able to carry so much speed through the corners, just really smooth on the controls. Coasting most of the corners, in fact. Huracan is actually rarely on the brakes. But yeah, a good 15 seconds ahead of everyone else. Bobby's still leading Burnt Fry, 6 attempts in that fight. This one could pop off at any minute. Swargy's actually reeling these guys in. So Swargy's an outside bet for a podium here. We've got 4 minutes remaining on the clock. Time for about 4 laps, maybe 3 or 4 laps. Swargy goes even quicker, 23.7 for him. So he's actually lapping faster than the guys ahead. Bobby's just having to do a lot of defending work. That's slowing Burnt Fry down. We know Burnt Fry can do mid-23s. He's doing mid-24s at the minute. Swargy has been running in clear air. Now he's on the back of this lot. It's whether he can get the job done on Burnt Fry. He just needs to fill Burnt Fry's mirrors up. Ruddo's come undone that last lap, 24.3 for Ruddo. Again, if the guys ahead fight, he can start to reel those guys in. JPH for the time being still battling with Frederick G. Frederick's got past him for now, and Jano's got past P Gib, and he's now looking to see if he can get himself up into a P7 potentially. I notice how Jano's avoiding that curb now. And yeah, this is the story for me. Who can get P2? It could be any of these guys. I'm not gonna lie, it could be any of them. They've all got the pace to be there. Burnt Fry has been haggling Bobby now for most of the race, but he's struggled in getting by. Despite the fact that for me he's evidently quicker on the circuit. Swargy, it's about whether he can get past these guys. His best chance is probably about now, because Burnt Fry will be occupied with getting past Bobby. He can potentially sneak a move through. Burnt Fry goes for the move. He's going to go too deep. Bobby's going to get the cut back. Can Swargy grab P3? He's going to have to do it on the outside. No, the whole position for the time being. It was a lovely moves and racing by Bobby and Burnt Fry there. As Burnt Fry goes off the circuit at turn 3, it's going to give him mucky tyres into turn 4. And is Swargy going to try and make a move? Burnt Fry's going to make him go the long way around. Swargy's going to have to hold it on the outside. Now Burnt Fry defends that one quite nicely. This though is going to let Bobby escape. I've just gone board with Bobby, as you can see the pack fighting behind him. Ruddo 24 there just in the back of your picture. Probably will be reeling these guys in a little bit. Huracan now nearly 20 seconds ahead of everyone else, and I think we do need to have that success ballast chat. Oh, Swargy just bins it at the corkscrew. He's alright, he saved it, but he's going to put him out of slipstream range. He's going to have to push now for the next lap or so, but I think that's his hopes of a podium dash there. I'm afraid Swargy is out of options. JPH though, after early struggles, P7 for JPH after Frederick G runs it off the circuit, and it looks like with just 1 lap remaining for these guys anyway, I think they'll... Let's have a look what they're doing. 25s, yeah, these guys, JPH backwards, are going to be on the last lap now, because of the way the time split works. Your likes of Huracan, Bobby, Burnt Fry, Swargy, Ruddo and Bruce Lee Harding are probably going to have to do another lap. I don't think JPH will. JPH had a great race for him. He's been very busy. P7 with Frederick G pressuring him. These guys are going to be on their last lap, I think, if my maths are correct. It's whether Frederick G can get past the Power Max Racing number 16 car. Frederick, of course, representing Guyson in the number 74 car. So they'll be on the edge of the seats at the Guyson offices to see if their man can get up to P7. Corkscrew is probably his best opportunity, is probably at the last corner. If he can just hang on, always going to pick up a penalty for that though, Frederick. He's going to get a half-second penalty for that little cut at the corkscrew. Yeah, he does. And they're not easy to burn the penalties off around here. JPH probably breathe a bit of a sigh of relief now. Yeah, So Bruce Harding makes it through. JPH, does he get across the line in time? 2-1, that done. JPH, first one to finish, brings it home in P7. Power Max Racing number 16 car, Frederick G for Geisen. Finishes P8. Jano will be gutted for that result in the Adrian Flux car, and P Gibb, the last of your finishers. His race was over at turn 1, to be fair, in the Seal Steel car. Hirakram then, absolutely dominant performance from the Joyce Design number 32 car. At the time of reporting, 19 seconds ahead of everybody else, and an absolutely dominant clean sweep of the grid for him. I'm just keeping an eye on the 5 cars that follow him, but nothing's kicking off just yet. So here come another victory for the alien driver, and sets another best lap at 22.7 at the end. Bobby could have lost that P2 at any point, in fairness, but defended hard when he needed to and kept it consistent in other places. P2 for MRC Bobby, aka the world's scariest man. P2 for him. Burtfry P3, a good result for the toilet guy. Swargy P4 for the Garage Floor Tile Company. Ruddo P5 for him, and Bruce Lee Harding in the Dread car P6. It's confirmation of your results there. Felt like I had less grip than everyone, JPH. No confidence in the car at all. I wouldn't say it looked like it. I just can feel that sometimes with the track temps. P-Gib really happy with pace until, yeah, it happens, P-Gib. It absolutely happens. Turn 1 was my bad as well, so I hit Burnt Fry's leg. Oh, was that what it was? It was awful, mate, I'll be honest. Right, to continue, nice racing, lads, very entertaining. Deepest Angel, well done everyone, great race. Yeah, these Meganes really do produce some solid racing. Because it's a sprint race as well, you get a lot of action in that 20 minutes. So it is quite entertaining. So thank you all for tuning in, really do appreciate it. Let me just save the replay. That reminds me, did I send the thing to YouTube last time? Steroids test, please. Yeah, here it comes. Something else. Absolutely something else. So, just a confirmation of the results on the screen then. As you can see, they don't need me to read them out to you. I did have a couple of non-finishers. Waste didn't finish the race, I'm afraid. Don't know if it was disconnect or what. We have seen some lag issues. One of them was Burnt Fry. And I think Hiracom's designed a new suit for the occasion, which you can see on the screen as well. It's a very nice looking suit, Hiracom. Do like it. Repping Joyce Design as well. Very nice indeed. Right, so that's it from me for tonight. Of course, tune in next week for this one, which will be race 3. I don't know where it's from. I can confirm Hiracom is not on steroids. Well, he's on whatever the GT Sport equivalent of steroids are. No, I know he's just one of those. He's just one of those ridiculously talented people, and they are among us. So we do say all this jokingly. We don't actually think he's on legit steroids. Storms over North Sea causes some lag on the stream. Yeah, I know, mate. We've had a lot of electrical activity in the UK of late, so we've expected it. To be fair, it has happened from time to time. What's happening next on the stream? Well, we've got the final race from the Tanzo MK Designs event. That's on Sunday night, so tune in for that, because that'll be a barnstormer, that will. Who wins the prizes? We do have a team versus team coming up. That is going to happen in September sometime. It's going to be a 5-race event. I think it's going to be me and Dark Smoker doing for that one. But yeah, that's it from me. Thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. As always, I really appreciate it. While I'm here, actually, I'm going to give some shout outs to some followers. We've had some We've had DCG, thanks for the follow. Awkward High Five, thanks for the follow. Ruddo24, thanks for the follow. And Mad Marshall, thank you very much for the follow. So I appreciate that a lot. Tune in next week. In terms of my racing, I'm off season at the minute, so I'm just waiting for things to start up again. Once I know when my races start again, I'll let you know. Okay, thank you very much, ladies and gents. I will catch you in the next one. Until then, have a good evening. See you later on. Bye bye.